Hello everybody, this is Wayside again. I'm here with my second Modern Warfare 3 commentary. This time around I'm using the silenced MP5, and I go for the AH-6 and assault drone kill streaks. Figured I'd give them a try. I don't remember what perks I have on this class actually. That probably would have been helpful information. But I really like the MP5. I run out of ammo with whatever gun I'm using pretty fast, so maybe I'll have to start looking into extended bags or something in the future. So I think that gives you extra ammo. Or the scavenger perk would be a better thing to choose, obviously. You know, things like sleight of hand and blind eye. A lot of those perks are hard to give up for scavenger, especially if you're having a bad game and you never even get to spend all your ammo. But lately I've been having some games where I have to switch between like 5 different people's guns to keep myself full on ammo. A little bit of the honeymoon effect has worn off on Modern Warfare 3. I still hold everything I said in my first video, but I've started to see some of the rough edges that I saw in Black Ops, like people spawning too close to you after you kill them. I still haven't run into many extreme cases, but you know, I'm having some situations where I've spawned and like it's like the game directly put me there to get revenge, or vice versa with an enemy spawning near me. And you know, you just don't like to see that. I prefer to have a situation where one team spawns on one side of the map, the other team spawns on the other side of the map, and you meet somewhere in the middle. You have time to position yourselves, and you have time to take a breather, not always be right in the action, not always be spawning right into gunfire. Like, here's where I'm talking about. I'm practically out of ammo with my MP5 already, and after I take this guy out I will be. And I have to start picking up guns off the ground. But I've always liked that, and as long as there are a lot of guns laying around, I've always liked that as a play style where you run around and pick up other people's weapons. I don't know, I've also recently given some of the other weapons a try. I've tried a few of the shotguns. I have to say, what I've tried, the shotguns are unbelievably terrible. I mean, you'll be very lucky to get a kill with one shot at like 4 feet away. There's a good chance that they're going to survive, and no matter what weapon they have, they're going to kill you before you can pump the gun again. I do a little bit of camping here since I get eager for my kill streak, but that's alright. I don't know, it's like the one I tried the most is the KSG-12, and it does not reliably kill with one shot from close up. I've taken as many as 3 shots to kill people from literally, like, from here to that wall with the like graph on it there, and they're all, at least on my screen, like straight to the chest, solid meat shots. There's no way it should have happened. But it's just been so awful trying to use the shotguns, because I want to like the shotguns, you know. Yeah, I got my AH-6. And I don't know, I'm still waiting for a source like Denkerson that we had for Black Ops and other games to show us some of the hard stats on all these weapons so we can see what's going on, really, you know. See, that AH-6 is pretty good there. I think it like got him through the window. One thing, I like the AH-6, but it feels like you have to kind of do some work for yourself as far as where you put yourself. You kind of like have to put yourself out in harm's way to make sure that your chopper has a good firing arc. Since it follows you around the map, where you position yourself has a lot to do with what it can do. Like, by hunting this guy around in this building, I completely neutered it. It can't shoot anybody. But like, you'll see is like, as soon as I step outside, it gets a good line of sight and starts taking people out again. It seems like a really effective streak. I think if there's anybody that's like has a dedicated anti-air, then they should be able to take it out pretty easily since it flies low. You know, I might even say that it would be easy to take out with RPGs, which most people don't have yet. But I don't know. In Black Ops towards the end, I was using only RPG to take out aircraft, and it was working out pretty well. You know, Cobras and chopper gunners Hinds. I was getting a pretty good hit ratio on them. I don't like that you have to call this in on a care package, but oh well. It comes in fast enough, and this game at least, I wasn't getting swamped constantly. So I've had some mixed experiences lately with Black Ops or Modern Warfare 3. So I used to say in Black Ops, you know, I've had a lot of trouble trying to get kills with the shotguns, which was irritating. I've had some problems with the spawn system, which was very irritating. And I've been experiencing some of that good old IWNet lag, which was extremely irritating. But then you get to do something like drive this assault drone around, and everything's better. It's interesting to drive around. It worries me how quick it could get taken out, since I'm like so close quarters in these situations. It seems like they could probably just come up and knife it a few times. I do know that it doesn't die from a single knife attack. It'll survive that. I've had it knifed before. I don't know. I had a guy running around in circles with it, trying to knife it in another game. And I know we got at least one hit marker. I don't know how many he actually got, but it disabled the tracks on the assault drone, but it could still fire and shoot grenades, and I was in a pretty good spot, so it worked out. It was just like having a turret at that point. I just barely get it out of that airstrike. Oh, and there it ends prematurely. And also lately, I've been experiencing some of the things that made me hate IWNet. I've had a lot of games where I'm getting a lot of rubber banding, a lot of lag, and it keeps picking terrible hosts. You know, I've just had a lot of bad experiences with the listen server system lately. This guy about gets me killed because I can't get around him. You know, I'll have games where everything I do seems to have almost a full second lag on it, so I'll come around the corner and I'll know there's a guy there, and I'll already be scoped in. I'll come around the corner and shoot him in the head, and then he'll mow me down with his SMG from across the gap. And it's like, how the hell did that happen? So that's one of those times I have to stop and watch the kill cam. I have to know how the fuck that just happened. I watch the kill cam, and he sees me come around the corner. I start to raise my scope. He mows me down, and in the middle of shooting me, I fire a shot at a 45-degree angle into the sky. So that's the kind of thing that gets really frustrating when you're trying to play this kind of game, is when you know the only reason that you're losing, that you're having a bad time, is because of the shitty IWNet system. And then it's a battle, you know. I'm not sure anymore whether I want to have dedicated servers or IWNet. You know, I wish that we could just have dedicated servers and have it be good, not have the ridiculous nonsense that went on with Black Ops. But apparently we can't have a happy medium. It has to be one or the other. So, with that in mind, I don't know. I've had more good games than I have had bad, but it's just been a struggle with it lately, because I've been trying to do some new setups and trying to try shotguns, and like I tried the striker and with the default class, and I enjoyed that. And then I tried the Ooses once I was making my own classes, and I was like, this kind of sucks. Well, maybe the pump's good. Tried the KSG, terrible. So I don't know. I'm just stuck wondering when they're gonna fix some of this stuff. I still feel like it's a really great game, though. You know, the stuff that I think they improved upon, I still feel like they really improved upon. You know, the strike packages, the spawn system still feels better than Black Ops, and the things that I've talked about in the past video that they improved upon from Black Ops, I'd say that's all still valid. You know, the strike packages are great, and I still think it's a better game than Black Ops. Let me know what you guys think. Have you been experiencing these rough edges of Modern Warfare 3? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Thanks.